Tomorrow is the most important day for XRP and cryptos this entire year. So tomorrow, what is taking place is Jerome Powell is going to be speaking. And the reason why cryptos have been crashing for literally 9 days in a row, continuously crashing, is because people are fearful of what Powell is going to say based on last week's data. The CPI was great, and that hinted and pushed the Fed futures possibility of them cutting in September to 100%. But we had the next day after PPI data, which came in as a massive surprise. Honestly, not even a big deal. It's only one data set. We need to see consistent data sets to actually determine rate cuts. This PPI has a very small factor into determining rate cuts anyways. So that spooked the markets, and it did drop the rate cut possibilities from 100% to 86% right now, based on the current market sentiment and the recent data from even today. The possibility of a rate cut is now 74% approximately. And this number is going to change tomorrow, and it's going to be changing on the next data sets that are coming. So what's going to be taking place tomorrow is Jerome Powell, he's going to be speaking about interest rates and Fed monetary policy, and most likely be talking about the Fed meeting and what we should potentially expect. If Jerome Powell tomorrow is dovish, which he has a lot of reason to now be dovish, hinting towards a rate cut possibility, there's a 75% chance based on the CME futures that they are going to be cutting rates, and the Fed does usually follow that very, very closely. Not only that, the first time in after 30 years, we have two Fed members, they've dissented. They want to cut rates. And when that happens, the Fed will very soon cut rates after. We even had a Fed member, I believe today, speak up and say that they plan on cutting, and we should probably see a 100 basis point cut by 2026, and that's probably quite likely. And that does fall in line with everything that we are seeing. So people are panicking and fearful that Jerome Powell is going to say, oh, we're not cutting rates tomorrow. But guess what? He cannot say that because we still have a lot of data for them to determine if they're going to be even cutting rates at all. And the next data, next CPI next month, can push up that rate cut possibility to 100%, and that PPI and other data sets can also confirm that as well. And not only a 25 basis point cut, which is there's a 75% chance now, but a 50 basis point cut, that could also be in the picture. But I think it's likely we'll probably get a 25 basis point cut. So the market is panicking, it's selling off because of this data, and they're fearful of what Powell can say. But the good thing is, and this is very bullish in my opinion, is altcoins and everything is now at key support. This is an area where we should bounce and buy and ultimately go up from here. Non-financial advice, just for educational purposes. So ultimately, I'm personally very bullish. I'm buying spot. I'm long and leverage with a lot of altcoins. I'm very, very bullish here, especially after such a massive correction in such a short period of time. This particular move, in my opinion, was all manipulation. Just like I told you all 2 weeks ago, it's all manipulation. We're going to bounce up. We did bounce up, and we bounced up very, very hard and very violently. So continue to have patience. We will bounce. This correction will end, in my opinion, and we are going to be seeing higher prices. What I think is actually going to happen is I think we're going to bounce up very hard in the short term. Altcoins are getting ready. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, altcoins are bouncing up massively every single time Bitcoin bounces up just a little bit. Just yesterday, XRP, Solana, Ethereum, they bounced up massively after Bitcoin only bounced 1.5%. So guess what happens when Bitcoin starts to bounce back up aggressively? Altcoins are going to go absolutely crazy. I do think we are going to have altcoin season starting in September. It's potentially kind of starting now, the bottom of the altcoin season. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to have one more big crash. We're going to pump up first. We're going to bounce and pump first. We're going to have a big crash in September. And then from September, we're going to bottom, and we're going to have the final leg of the bull market for XRP and altcoins, which I think will potentially top out in sometime in October. And this is according to the 4-year cycles of Bitcoin. Bitcoin every single 4 years goes up for about 3 years exactly and goes down exactly about 1 year. And does the same exact amount of moves every single 4 years for the same amount of time. So based on the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin should top out towards the end of October. Now make sure you guys are in my private community so you get my constant market updates. You can follow my particular moves as I'm making as a 7-figure trader. I also highly recommend that you also can join that community free trial today. And you can also try my trading indicator, ALGOSNIPER. You can try that today for free. That indicator is going to really, really help you guys to really see some moves in the market before they happen. As well, if you guys are going to be trading cryptos, make sure you are trading over on Bluefin. It's a platform where you can long and short cryptos up to 150x leverage, but it's a trading platform. It's very, very important to use an actual crypto trading platform, not Coinbase or all these other platforms. They are exchanges. It costs so much money to just buy and sell a single crypto. You want to be using a trading platform that costs pennies on the dollar, literally 10x cheaper when you are trading cryptos, when you want to be getting in and out. If you guys get anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.